Hello, it's another one of those wonderful update videos in the dark. But this time I've got a light on a stick with me, so we can take my wizard staff and take a look at what I've done. I have the motor housing attached. It's pretty much resting on the snow blower right now, but it just barely clears the ground, so maybe I'll trim a little bit off the metal of the snow blower cowling. I don't know. But in the meantime, because the ground is kind of uneven, I'm just propping off this so stuff doesn't shift unnecessarily. And I've been looking at the steering system, and it has been really performing the way I wanted to, because, you know, there's a lot of force and movement wasted in the shifting of these long sort of steering knuckle extensions. So I figured, why not put the actuator right down on the bottom, right next to the wheel. It gives it a lot of movement, much more than the initial old steering system. It's just I'm going to need 2 of these. Yeah, 2 linear actuators, not just 1. So I'm going to need to well, buy another one. That's going to be about $35 or so, and then put it in the other side and sort of copy this construction here. It's just basically a post sticking out of the leg pylon with a little bit of a cross brace to help keep it from shifting around too much. Now, that does mean that there's going to need to be some calibration in the steering system so the linear actuators are synchronized, but that shouldn't be too big of a deal, because it's just making sure everything's in the proper position when I press the pedal inside. Now, supposedly we're going to be getting a lot of snow, so I've put a tarp on top of it to keep some snow from getting into the cockpit. So it kind of looks like a babushka, which is Russian for little old granny. So things are going to be shaping up. Just going to be, you know, waiting a week or so before I get a second linear actuator. So actually, by the time this video comes out, I might actually have the linear actuator, so gives you a sense of the sort of buffer I have for the recordings of my videos and whatnot. It's like a week and a half at the moment, so I actually had to replace this sort of tension bar because the previous one wasn't long enough to get in the new position. I don't know what happened. I think it's because I'm shifted where the snowblower mounts onto the motor carriage and all that sort of fun stuff. So it is a slightly different configuration than it previously was, but hopefully there's enough ground clearance that it can move around. Of course, I'll be having a lot more ground clearance when I put my other snowblower's tires on. Geez, I can't believe I forgot that. So now all I need to do is, you know, maybe I could try steering it with one wheel. I don't know how that'll turn out, but we can try doing it with one steering wheel and just hook everything back up. And I've noticed that it now has a bit of a forward lean. You might not be able to see it very well on the camera, but it does lean forward a bit. I don't know how that's going to impact things. I mean, it probably made it a little bit taller. I mean, it's already standing about 3 inches higher in the back than it originally was, so things will get quite interesting, I guess. So, I guess that is all for today. I'm going to need to put down my glowing wizard staff in order to shut off my camera. One sec. Oh, no. Hey. There we go. Okay. So, that's all for, well, for me it's tonight, so be sure to like and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.